guys. Welcome to Love Savvy Q&A episode 2. Okay, today's episode, a gentleman wants to let his crush know that his intentions are to marry her in their first encounter. In their first encounter. Okay, so reason why I'm batting my eyes. Okay, there's two possibilities on both ends. Okay, why would he want to tell her his intentions on the first encounter? Now, possibility on his end. Okay, so he has all these emotions. He's crushing on her, and I guess he can't hold it in. Like he doesn't play games, he's not a game player, or he's not a player, right? So and he wants to get on. She does podcasts, right? And hey Bartho, oh, this is my sister. My sister's on. Hey Gigi. And so he doesn't want to play games, and he just wants to tell her. He wants to get on her podcast and talk, and then just say, hey, my intentions, I don't know how he's going to say, my intentions are to marry you if we ever get a chance to date, right? So so he asked me if that, that what if it's okay to do that, or so now possibilities on her end, right? Possibilities on her end. All right, so she's a popular girl. She does these podcasts, and she gets a lot of viewers, and she is probably getting a lot of that same thing in her DMs. Oh, I want to wife you. Oh, let me marry you. I'll put a ring on it. you know how that thing goes, right? So now, solution. My suggestion, my advice is to come at it in a different approach. All right. Now, if you want to get on her podcast, figure out what she talks about on her podcast, right? Have that topic ready. Have an answer for that topic, right? Have a conversation for that topic, and then go a different route. Tell her something like she seems to be someone to have a good conversation with. Focus on having a conversation, because I would say from someone being popular, a popular girl, and having a lot of men having crush on her and everything, I would say men may probably not give her an opportunity to make her own choice, like an opportunity to get to know her, who she really is. So I would say to this gentleman, focus on conversation, saying things to the matter of, you look like someone, or you sound like someone who I could have a great conversation with. Go that route. And that's a different route as opposed to, I'll put a ring on it. It's like, it's just gonna push her away. So, I do wish you luck. I do wish you get an opportunity to get on her podcast and to talk about, to lead up, first of all, show interest in what she talks about in her podcast, and then lead up to having a conversation with her. That's a different approach. There's no pressure. There's, yeah. So I would say go that route. So that's my advice to you, anyone in this kind of situation. We do love men that have good intentions, that want to, that's not about playing games, that want to get married. But also, let's not scare off our crush, people we're crushing on. So the next question, the Q&A for next episode. These are really short episodes. So next quick Q&A for this episode, we have a gentleman who works overtime, works extra hours, and his partner doesn't seem to think it's enough. Okay, because she's used to, she comes from a wealthy family, wealthy father, and she's dating this guy who, he used to make good money, but it's just, things change in life, And so he's saying that now he's not making as much money as before, but he's trying to make it up by doing overtime. And for her, it's not enough. And she's used to ballers. I mean, she's one of those spoiled people that date people that do illegal things, right? Or that that are ballers, but we're not sure if it's legal, right? So he is a nice guy. He's doing the right thing. He's just not making as much money as he's used to, but he's working overtime to try to make up for it. And she complains that it's not for her because they're not going to the fancy restaurant she used to go to, right? So next week I'll be talking about that. I'll be responding to that. So if you do have a question you want to ask, you could email it to lovesavvy46@gmail.com. Questions, you email it to lovesavvy46@gmail.com. So I see you next time, soulmates. Peace and soul. And a wave to my sister. She waved me twice. Hi, Gigi. Okay. You guys have a beautiful day, soulmates. Peace and soul.